Tell me if you. I was hoping you could call me on my phone when you alone, and it's just you, girl. You don't gotta be alone. Your boyfriend ain't at home. I'm the one that you give into, girl. Alright, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Today we're gonna touch on a little topic. It's a little bit more serious than what I usually do up on here, but I just feel like it's cool to just, be able to talk about stuff like this too, so why not, So, let me hit go. As y'all can see, we're going to be doing a video on, it's called 3 Men Found Guilty in the Murder of Ahmaud Arbery. And for you guys who don't know, of course, this was a young man who was killed down south, just for basically running through the neighborhood and being a black man. And down south they are, well, actually all over America still, people are very racist towards people who have color. So weird, but that's just the reality of it, you feel me? So yeah, we finna react to the verdict. So make sure y'all comment on this video what y'all thoughts are, like the video, and subscribe so y'all can stay tuned for the next video that I'm gonna drop. Let's go.
3 white men were found guilty of murder for chasing down and fatally shooting a 25-year-old black man named Ahmaud Arbery in February 2020. Those men may now spend the rest of their lives in prison. The triggerman, Travis McMichael, his father, Gregory McMichael, and their neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, claimed that they suspected Arbery of burglaries in their neighborhood and were attempting to make a citizen's arrest. But prosecutors argued the men had no evidence of Arbery committing any crimes and no right to pursue him. The killing prompted Georgia officials to repeal the state's citizen's arrest law, and the case garnered national attention. It drew civil rights leaders to Brunswick, Georgia. Today, President Biden said in part, quote, "The verdict ensures that those who committed this horrible crime will be punished." CBS's Omar Villafranca leads off our coverage at the courthouse. Good evening, Omar.
Good evening. When we first talked to Ahmaud Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, 17 months ago.
Yo, real quick, it's kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? Joe Biden, his stand, hit what he said, in regards to this, because, of the other statements that he made of, what case was it? The dude killed those people when they were protesting. He had something to say that was kind of like, it wasn't necessarily, it's just very controversial, you know what I'm saying? Because it sounded as though he chose sides with, the kid basically killing those people. But of course, there's always deeper, things within that people can say, and, for the right to bear arms. And, it goes very deep down that rabbit hole. So I'm not going to go there. But it's just interesting to see what he said.
There was not a lot of attention on this case.
She was pushing investigators to dig
deeper.
Who committed this horrible crime.
The verdict ensures that those who committed this horrible crime will be punished. This time it don't sound like he's choosing sides. The first one definitely sounded as though he was choosing sides. But this one it doesn't. It kind of just sounds like he's just trying to stay as neutral as possible while still being on the side of the law, I guess. But we're going to continue.
Will be punished. CBS's Omar Villafranca leads off our coverage at the courthouse. Good evening, Omar.
Good evening. When we first talked to Ahmaud Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, 17 months ago, there was not a lot of attention on this case, but she was pushing investigators to dig deeper. She wanted the men arrested, tried, and convicted.
As
Today,
she should.
a year and a half later, because of her pressure, her prayers were answered.
Count 1, malice murder. We, the jury, find the defendant, Travis McMichael, guilty.
An emotional reaction from Ahmaud Arbery's father to the first of 23 guilty verdicts for the 3 men who murdered his son. Arbery's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones,
he can hold that
in
in,
the back
though.
row.
He said, "Ooh." I felt that. I ain't gonna lie. I felt
the
that.
verdict was read.
To tell you the truth, I never saw this day.
back in 2020. I
Mm-hmm.
never thought this day would come, but God is good.
The three men stood silent as their fates were read. They could spend the rest of their lives in prison. Their attorneys say they're disappointed but respect the jury's decision.
We understand that they feel they have gotten justice today. We respect that. We honor that.
Travis McMichael,
How could he sit
the
up there
man
and
who
say that? He watched the video. Come on. We understand that they feel that they got justice today. Like, what? Like, as if it wasn't deserved. I know you're his attorney. You're supposed to prove that he's innocent by any means necessary, but you gotta at least go out with some dignity. Don't go up there being a sore loser. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was found guilty on all charges. His father, Greg McMichael, was found guilty on all but one count of malice murder. And neighbor William Roddy Bryant, who recorded the fatal encounter on his cell phone, was found guilty on 6 counts, including felony murder.
We would expect the judge to give the most severe sentence to obviously Travis McMichael, and that would probably be a life sentence. The judge could go up to a life sentence for the felony murder on the other two, but they are all facing similar sentencing.
Defense attorneys argued the defendants suspected Arbery was a burglar and were conducting a citizen's arrest, and that Travis McMichael shot Arbery in self-defense.
You are allowed to use force.
he didn't pose a threat.
That is likely to cause death or serious bodily injury if you believe it's necessary.
You can't.
Jurors,
How you gonna claim that it's a whole video? So it's like, you could sit up there and try to pull the white privilege card, but if there's a video, then y'all just look like the liars that they are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
also heard from more than 24 witnesses during the trial, including Travis McMichael, who said during cross-examination, Arbery did not threaten him.
He hasn't pulled out a gun.
and that was, I saw that
He
video.
hasn't said one word to you.
He has not.
He's not threatened you in any way, verbally or physically.
He can't even lie. It's the son, right? Yeah, he couldn't even lie.
No, man.
Not gonna lie, no, he didn't.
No, man.
Not gonna lie to
The
y'all.
jury of 9 women and 3 men, all white except for one black man, came to their decision after more than 11 hours of deliberation. Outside the courthouse, a crowd chanted Ahmaud Arbery's name and celebrated the verdict and his family, who had been present almost every day in court.
I wouldn't want to see no daddy watch their kid get lynched and shot down like that.
For Wanda Cooper Jones, the
He was
verdict
so
is a
young, too.
validation of her son's life.
Disgusting.
You know him
bro.
as Ahmaud.
Young
I
man.
know him as Quez.
Yes.
He will now rest in peace.
Amen.
Thank you.
Alright guys, this is kinda hard to watch, I'm not gonna lie. But I felt compelled. You know, I felt compelled to kind of talk about this. So let me know what y'all think though in the comments down below about the verdict. Do y'all think justice was served? And you know what I'm saying, I just want to send my condolences to his family, and I'm so grateful that they finally got some form of justice and peace now. And happy transcending to that young king, Ahmaud. And you know, I hope them guys really learned their lesson from this situation, and the people from their hometown, I hope they see this and learn from this, from their mistakes, and everyone else around the world. You know what I'm saying? All of the people who are dealing with being racist, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's time for a real change, like for real. You know, if you're racist, do not show it, because in this day and age, it's really just not gonna always go the way that you want it to go. You know, you're not gonna always be able to pull that card, you know, and every day it's like we're getting closer and closer to everyone realizing that. And you know, yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching the video. You already know what's going on, man. We finna go to the next video. Tell me if you, I was hoping you could call me on my phone when you alone, and it's just you.